Hey everyone, Daniel from LMN here. For today's tips and tricks, we're looking at the CRM tool. So earlier today, I had a meeting with a customer and we realized that there was a bit of a gap between the person in his company responsible for the intake of leads and the sales team. And this is important because we realized that there was a blind spot. There's no way for us to keep up with accountability. How do we know where the leads are going, who's documenting what, and when the actual follow-ups are taking place? Everybody sort of had their own system in place, whether it was Outlook calendar or some sort of Excel sheet. So once we identified this, that led to a greater conversation around the CRM. Oftentimes in LMN, we might gloss over the CRM function, more so focusing on our budget, price list, estimating, or any of our other great features. But the CRM really is useful. And if we take the time to use it properly, it can really help us down the road. So if we were to use the CRM to its fullest potential, there are a few key things that I would highlight. First, as we're creating leads that are coming in, the most important thing as you're creating them is to make sure that A, you're assigning them to somebody on your team. This assignment is important because that creates that accountability we discussed earlier. They also get notified by email. More importantly, when you send them to-dos through this tab here, that could look like reminders for appointments that you've made them or reminders to simply follow up with this lead. Later, administration or the management of this company will be able to get a high level overview of who's doing what and what's getting completed. And ideally, it's all getting actioned on time. You can also note the referral source, which allows us later to get a report or an analysis, I should say, on where we're getting all our leads. Not only the number of leads, but also the close rate and the actual dollar value that we're getting from those leads. That will only work if we're using this system to its fullest potential. Now, the tags are pretty key here as well for upsell opportunities. This was a key feature for the customer I met with today. A light bulb went off and they realized that if they were to tag their customers as they're created, whether it's just to say that they're residential or maybe to let the system know that they're getting a certain package sold to them, in the future, a sales rep could come into your CRM and recycle through old leads or even existing customers to see, well, where are all my residential customers? There's a certain special that we can market to them. Where are all the leads that got this package sold to them? This year, we have a more upgraded version of that. Or whatever the hypothetical scenario is, the tags are there to help you with your upsell opportunities. Next, and this is pretty important, is the communication history tab. Here you want to note every interaction that you have with a customer. Every phone call, any important notes like, hey, this person's having a huge 4th of July barbecue party in their backyard. The reason I say that is because a sales rep in the future might look at this before they make a call. More importantly, if a customer calls in disgruntled, if I pick up the phone and I've never spoken with this customer before, I don't need to tell the customer to hold on while I talk to somebody. I don't need to look through emails. All the information should be in this tab right at my fingertips. And speaking of emails, if we're using the BCC function to just always use this crm at golmn.com address, any emails sent to the customer will then automatically be added in here. So that being said, that's it for the actual contact. Another few things that I would highlight are the actual pages where you can see the to-dos at a high level. In the CRM tab, you can have the to-dos and requests page open. You also have our dashboards page under CRM. But that is it for today for tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.